Don't go thinking I'm some wishy-washy noble. I'm stronger than I look.
I never thought you seemed weak to begin with. I'd be nowhere without you, Lyn.
This is a good world, though it makes me miss the green rolling plains of my home.
They sound beautiful. It would be nice if I could see them for myself someday.
You look tired. If there's something dragging you down, you can tell me. I'm a good listener.
I still hesitate sometimes in battle because I'm so inexperienced. Then I second-guess myself afterward, thinking of all the things I should have done instead.
Don't worry about making mistakes. You have friends, and me, to guide you through them.
It is wonderful to see you full of energy, yet I fear you may catch cold in such light clothes.
No, Vander, I'm fine. I've always worn... Now that you mention it, can emblems catch a cold? It seems like you'd get tired standing up so straight all the time. Relax. Smile.
So be it. I shall indulge you. Behold, a smile. How is that? Better than you expected? Such times are these. Queen Lumera gone, the divine dragon awake, and Lady Lyn beside me. Life does as it will. I am but a passenger on this journey.
1,000 years ago, I never imagined I'd be awakened from the ring again. I think you're right. We're passengers, but we're also constantly blessed with new experiences. Clanne, you look sad. Are your chores getting to you?
Nope. I love doing chores for the Divine Dragon. In fact, I'm worried I might run out.
You look a little down. Is there something you'd like to talk about?
I miss my parents. Is that weird? Right now should be a happy time, not a sad one.
I was born on the plains, and I've always missed them since I left.
You get that way too? Wow, I do feel better. I thought I might be pathetic.
No, it just means we love where we came from. When you can, go and visit your parents.
Maybe I will. Right now, though, I can't imagine being away from the Divine Dragon.
You're such a huge help to the Divine Dragon. Almost as much as me. Almost.
Your dedication is admirable. I promise I'll never come between you and the Divine One. Serving the Divine Dragon is hard work, and yet you never seem to grow weary of it.
I don't. Doing stuff for the Divine Dragon is super inspiring. I could keep it up forever. Dragons live much longer than humans. So one day, I'll have to leave the Divine Dragon's side.
Framme, the more you love someone, the harder it is to imagine being apart from them. But if you spend your time fretting about it, you won't enjoy the time you have together.
You're right, Lady Lyn. I'm gonna enjoy every second I have with the Divine Dragon.
I didn't expect there to be an emblem like you in Elusia. I think we'll get along famously.
True. I may seem like a different type of noble, but I agree that we will find a common ground.
Morning, Lyn. Smell that fresh, dewy air.
Wait, it's not even dawn. You have to let the night finish before you can say good morning. I'm an early riser too, so I think you were right when you said we're a lot alike.
You really think so? I knew it. What do you say we work out together? I bet you could get pretty buff with my routine.
I don't think I can put on any more muscle, but it sounds fun, so why not?
You're so graceful, Lyn. And with a little more training, you'd have muscles on top of muscles.
I'm trained in the sword and bow, but I never thought about muscle training. Interesting idea. You're exercising every time I lay eyes on you. What spurs you to work so hard?
I could get toned, or I could lie around doing nothing. It's an easy choice.
Working out is important to you, but I worry that you might be overdoing it.
Trust me, what looks like too much to you is just right for me. I know my limits. Every session, I push them just a little bit further so I can reach new heights.
If you say so, I'm not going to stop worrying, but I trust your ability to overcome anything.
I'm really enjoying our journey. Wherever we go, my friends keep me from getting lost.
It's nice, isn't it? Not having to put on a brave face. You can simply enjoy yourself.
I love reading stories. If there are any you could share with me, I'm all ears.
I do have one story I could tell you. It's about all the amazing things I experienced on my journey.
I'm still sniffling over that story you told me, Lyn. I've decided that I'm going to do great things too. Just like you.
Thanks for listening. And I'd say it's good to have a goal. Truth is stranger than fiction, after all. I bet your journey will be more thrilling than any story.
I've steeled myself to fight for peace, but I fear sometimes that this war will never end.
Everything ends one way or another. I know you're nervous, but don't lose faith.
I cannot help but envy you, Lyn. Your life seems so free, so unrestrained.
Freedom goes hand in hand with danger, but I know some freedoms are worth the risk.
Thank you for taking tea with me. I always find great joy in our chats.
So do I. We'll do this again soon, I hope.
Of course. Hearing tales of your world makes me reconsider my own approach to life.
Meanwhile, I'm learning a lot about tea. There's so much beyond the plains I never knew.
I wonder what kind of food we'll find in the next town. Do you have any favorite foods, Lyn?
Good question. Meatballs, boar meat dumplings, sausage, most kinds of meat, I suppose. You're always eating the juiciest looking things. My mouth would water if it could.
They're all so good! I wish I could sample some things from your world, too. Hey, Lyn, look what I got! It's gecko rolled in pepper and fried in frog oil.
No, is that for me? Oh no, what a shame. Emblems can't eat food.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Here, I'll describe every last detail of the taste to you as I eat.
Every detail? No, thank you. Maybe some other time when you eat something more common.
Apropos of nothing, do you have any friends with whom you let down your guard?
The many friends I've fought alongside, for a start. Or is that not what you meant? There was one friend I had called Florina. She was adorable. We spent so much time together.
Perfect. That's the precise sort of thing I had hoped for. Please, tell me everything. There is such warmth in being surrounded by amiable friends. I'd disappear into it if I could.
I've never met anyone who enjoyed watching people get along as much as you do.
Enjoyment comes in all forms, including this one. Now, shall we find you some new friends?
Hey, that's my ring! How many people do you plan on introducing me to?
Everybody can tell right off that I'm from a Pyrenees island by my accent.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. You should wear the marks of your homeland proudly. I'd never heard an accent like yours before. I'm taken with its own particular rhythm.
Is that how we sound to outsiders? I'm glad you think we don't seem silly.
It's hard imitating someone else's speech. You can end up making yourself feel unwelcome.
I've tried to mimic the way everyone else talks too, but I couldn't keep it up.
It's better that way. The things we can't change about ourselves are what make us special.
I will be helping a lot of people on this journey. They'll all learn about my home.
Emblem Lyn. King Hyacinth used your power to wound and capture my father. I can't.
I understand, and I'm sorry. I was under the Fell Dragon's power. I know that's of little comfort.
There's a familiar warmth to your power, Lyn. Your determination reminds me of my father.
I'm honored to hear that, Diamant. I take it as a sign that we're growing to trust each other.
I apologize for my behavior, Lyn. I strive for peace, yet I held on to bitterness toward you.
Don't apologize, Diamant. I understand. If I had lost someone precious to me, I'd do the same.
Starting today, I want us to be true comrades in arms, to fight side by side. Will you accept me?
Of course. I would enjoy nothing more. We'll be able to grow much stronger as a team.
If we had alpacas on our team, we would never lose. Think you could help me train a few, Lyn?
I've never thought of recruiting alpacas. I guess they could be quite powerful under the fluff. Strange. I used to think alpacas were odd, but now I wonder how I missed their charm.
Yeah, alpacas are the best. They helped me survive a life in the countryside before this.
Aw, I wish we had alpacas here. I want to pet one so badly. What am I saying?
Too late, Lyn. I heard that. You've been overwhelmed by alpaca power.
I hate to admit it, but it seems you're right. And I think I've come to appreciate your power, too.
You have? Really? But you're so much cooler than me. I'm sort of stunned, but happy, too.
Such a stern expression, Jade. If I upset you in that last battle somehow, you must tell me.
No, you're fine, Lyn. I was just admiring your smile. It's very refreshing. I think laughter is the highest form of human expression. It's mysterious and profound.
I can see that you take laughter quite seriously. Your passion for comedy is inspiring. Your novel had me in stitches, Jade. I'm amazed at how well you hide your humorous side.
I get that a lot. Like you said, I'm always serious about laughter. Some people think I never laugh.
Well, I, for one, think I've gotten much better at reading your happier expressions.
You have? You're a funny warrior, Lyn. But I guess it takes one to know one.
You're the emblem King Hyacinth once used. But now you're an ally? This is hard to accept.
Until you can forgive me, Alcryst. Think of me only as an emblem, not as Lyn.
Thank you for lending me your strength, Lyn. I've come to rely on your power. A lot.
Thank you, Alcryst. I've come to rely on your power as well. You're quite skilled.
Before, you told me to think of you as only an emblem, but I don't think I can.
It's still too difficult to fight alongside me? I see. We'll ask the Divine Dragon if someone else...
No, you're not only anything. The more we battle together, the more precious you become.
Oh! I'm so glad to hear that, Alcryst. We should talk more often.
How can I convince people my face isn't scary? I try to pay it no mind, but it happens so often.
Try to guide them out of their initial discomfort. A confident, steady smile might do the trick.
Lyn, I tried to follow your advice about smiling. People were even more terrified of me.
Oh, I see. That is a tricky situation. Perhaps you shouldn't take my advice on this one.
Wonderful news, Lyn. I found a way to not be upset by frightened reactions to my face.
That's much different from your original goal. I like this one better. How did you do it?
I imagine that the other person is merely acting scared of my face. As a joke. And jokes are fun.
If it works, it works. I don't think you have to worry. You're kind and everyone knows it. I was born on the Sakai Plains. Nature blessed us with her bounty in every direction.
Oh, you never starved growing up on the plains. So much plant life to eat. All that grass.
I think you may have misunderstood me before. There was more to eat than just the grass.
Oh, that does make more sense. I guess I was too eager to relate with someone else. Hey, Lyn. Have you ever lost out on something even though you worked really hard for it?
I have. Plenty of large animals have slipped away from me while I was hunting. I'd prepare so much, plan for every movement, and then it would just vanish. So frustrating.
I guess you have to seize the moment sometimes. I'll learn from your lesson, Lyn.
We should spar sometime. I feel like we'd be a good match.
Agreed. I fought enough tough opponents to know you'd be an interesting one.
So you grew up as a nomad on the plains, huh? I'll bet you're a better hunter than I am.
Probably. I'm a complete novice at fishing, though. You'd have to give me some tips.
A battle's not so different from a hunt. That's probably why I've survived so many of both.
Must have been tough living as a mercenary, wandering from one battlefield to the next. Much as someone like you must thrive in war, I hope you understand that peace is our goal.
As a mercenary, I wouldn't have. But I'm a royal knight now, and I do understand.
You're so fierce and gorgeous, Lyn. I don't know whether to surrender or buy you flowers.
I have no idea how to respond to that. I'll take it as a compliment, I think.
Your sword's got a wicked edge. Oh, it looks so deadly. I've got to try it. Can I?
I'd love to say yes, but since it lacks a physical form, you'll have to be satisfied with looking. Words have been attributed to me that I didn't say. Do you know why that might be, Yunaka?
That was probably me. I may have done some impressions of you. It was only for a giggle.
I knew it. That does it, young lady. No more impressions. Of anyone. Not even for giggles.
No, come on. I'm sorry. You can forgive me, can't you? Friends forgive each other.
Your dress. It's quite flamboyant for a princess. Does the entire royal family wear such attire?
Freedom is kind of our thing, so we wear what we like. Some flashy colors would suit you, too. You and me, we should go out and have some fun. I've even got the perfect outfit for you.
I'm rather fond of what I'm wearing, but more importantly, emblems can't change clothes.
I hate to say it, but at first, I didn't trust you. I mean, King Hyacinth controlled you, you know? But after we talked and fought side by side, what I'm trying to say is, I really like you, Lyn.
Thank you, Timerra. I really like you too. You're a princess, and yet you're so very genuine. We should go out and have fun. We can pretend I'm wearing that outfit you chose for me.
Pardon my saying so, Lady Lyn. I can't help but feel a sense of rivalry with you.
Really? I hope that changes with time. I'm certain we'd make better friends than rivals.
Lady Lyn, the way you move when you fight, it's very impressive. I envy you.
And I envy you and the way you ride that wolf. How I wish I could ride one across the plains.
We've been through so many battles together. We make a very cool duo, don't you think?
I agree. Our rapport is envied by many, I'm sure. But what made you think of this?
because I think it's time we form an alliance. The two of us together, we'd be unstoppable.
An alliance? Yes, I'm in. Just one important question. Which one of us gets to be the leader?
How is it that everyone finds insects and ghosts so frightening? I find them quite adorable.
I myself am not scared of them. But I must ask, how do you know ghosts are adorable? I know you're fond of ghosts, but is it wise to push your eerie pastime on everyone you meet?
Ghosts are delightful, I assure you. My true aim is to test my peers' courage. Alas, no one is brave enough to hunt for ghosts with me. Seems it's just the two of us, Lyn.
The two of us? I don't remember agreeing to go. I'm not sure I want to meet a ghost.
Odd, you have so much in common with them. If I don't return, know that I went down fighting.
You're going? All by yourself? You know I can't let you do that. You win. I'll be your escort. Are you truly a prince? Really? I'm sorry. It's just I still find it hard to believe.
Sheesh. When you ask like that, I start to doubt it myself. I mean, I am the Prince of Somme, right? I'm not the sort to worry about acting all prince-like. That's not my thing. Being me is my thing.
Well, you have a lot of personality. I like it. It's far better than having too little personality. I'm told you pretend to be an ordinary citizen so you can gather intel. Very clever. I should try it.
Please, there's no way someone as remarkable as you could pass for an average person.
You think I can't blend in? That's funny. You would stand out in any crowd.
So, I don't know about that. My cover's never been blown yet.
There's a time for partying and a time for praying. In my church, we make time for both.
Partying? I've never heard of such a church. I bet you're calmer around the Divine Dragon. I heard you singing, so I stopped by to listen, and saw you flailing about so strangely.
Oh, that's just my prayer dance. My friends call it the Dance of Darkness because it's so awful. What if my dancing isn't awful? What if it's just different from every other dance out there?
A new form of dance. Well, in that case, wouldn't every human movement be a dance?
Oh, yes, exactly. We are all non-stop dancing and praying, each in our own way. And it's all good.
What a lovely idea, Pandreo. Next time I watch you dance, I'll see it for how beautiful it truly is.
You have an air of earthiness about you, Lyn. If you were a food, you would be a garnish.
A garnish? Me? Bunet, I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
As a chef, I'm keenly aware of flavors as well as colors. And you, Lyn, could use more red.
Do you think so? I should think garnishes come in many different colors. Is something wrong, Bunet? I've noticed you staring off into space quite a bit as of late.
I've been thinking, what if everything in the world is just an ingredient in one giant dish?
Well, I have no form, so I can't be an ingredient. The same goes for the sky, wind, and clouds.
I suppose the sun and stars are not ingredients either, then. Yes, I see now. Thank you, Lyn.
You move beautifully in battle. When I watch you, I see wind blowing across vast plains.
You're very perceptive, Seadall. You must be quite gifted to see my homeland like that.
My patrons haven't been satisfied lately. I dance, then tell their fortunes. but it's not enough.
No, it's too much. Try telling fortunes for some and dancing for others. Let each talent shine.
Lyn, you said I shouldn't dance for people who simply want their fortunes told. But when people are looking for answers, I think dancing might bring them the joy they seek.
Well, you could say their fortune suggests they seek out a dance performance. Seadall, you truly care about your customers, and one day they will be happy. I know it.
Your ring is something of an heirloom in my family. I suppose that makes things awkward.
Not at all. I spent many years in your father's company. King Hyacinth treated me well.
I still find it odd to fight alongside a family heirloom. But I'm glad you're here, Lyn.
Elusia's royal family has a special place in my heart. I'm happy to lend you my strength. Being an emblem's not so bad, but at times I wish I could wander the world more freely.
It took leaving my country altogether for me to realize how much I had been missing. I have no easy solution for you. Perhaps we could take walks together, for a start?
Oh, that'd be great! Thank you, Ivy. I'm glad I can confide in you about things like this. Hey, Kagetsu, you can see the future, right? Can you give me a prediction?
Naturally. Let me see. Your homeland will have lovely weather tomorrow. Take my word for it. Okay, this time I will predict something you can see yourself. Very soon, you will be frustrated.
What a strange prediction. How am I supposed to... Oh, I get it. That was a joke, right?
If you disbelieve my prophetic power, then try asking me your own question.
If you insist. You usually predict small details, right? So, what's for breakfast tomorrow?
You will soon see that we will be eating... onigiri! Yes! I love onigiri!
Sounds more like a plan than a prediction. Or maybe you're just seeing what you want to see.
You grew up on the open plains, did you not? It must have been fatally boring.
Not at all, actually. Nomads lead exciting lives. There's always something going on.
You always seem so leisurely. I find it rather unsettling.
A wanderer's at home wherever she goes. If I show some leisureliness, that's probably why. I wish you could see my homeland. It might ease your restless search for deeper meaning.
The plains? I told you before, I would find simply staring at nature fatally boring.
What about talking to me? Is that fatally boring?
Interesting point. I admit, our conversations are sufficiently entertaining.
Wow, you're the emblem from my father's ring? You're almost as cute as I am.
That's quite a compliment, considering how adorable you are.
I've been studying you, Emblem Lyn. I'll bet you've had your share of gentlemen callers.
I've had a few suitors. They disappeared fast when I challenged them to swordplay, though.
Give me some advice, Lyn. How do I get people absolutely wrapped around my finger?
Can never get enough attention, can you? I think you're charming already, but let's see. Back home, the popular folks were those who thought of nature and others before themselves.
You make a compelling point. Okay, tell me more.
I love the way your ponytail swishes around in combat, Lyn. Like it's dancing.
Thanks, but you should probably keep your eyes on more important things in battle.
Oh, you have such smooth and healthy skin. What's your secret?
Exercise, perhaps? I haven't given it much thought.
Why are people so obsessed with war? We just take from each other over and over.
It's rare for you to be so serious. Are you feeling all right?
Rude. I'm a knight. But imagine what I'd be if beauty was the world's obsession instead.
A benevolent ruler, I'd like to think. That would be an interesting world, to say the least.
Ah, I envy how cool and intimidating you are in battle, Lyn. I'm much too charming for all that.
No shortage of confidence in you, is there? It's well earned, though. You work hard at it. You've refined your technique, Goldmary. I can't wait to see it in the next battle.
Thank you. With my form honed to such elegant perfection, I won't even need strength training. I've put on a poor performance lately. Graceful technique just doesn't seem to be enough.
That's what you get for cutting corners with your strength training. I know you're busy, and training takes up time, but try to find a routine that works for you.
You're right. Shortcuts are not my style anyway. Will you teach me a good routine?
Magic isn't just for defeating your enemies. You can create things, cook, and so much more.
That's interesting. I can't use magic myself, but hearing you talk about it makes me wish I could.
It's been so long since I unleashed magic on people rather than ingredients. I may be rusty.
You integrated magic into your daily life, huh? Maybe one day I'll chop food with my blade.
I'm as rusty as I feared. My magic just isn't what it once was.
Don't be absurd. You still contribute on the front lines. The enemy's mages can't touch you.
Not so. I'm too used to everyday magic, which I'm always careful not to use at full power.
Trust me, no one who sees your everyday magic would imagine you're limiting yourself.
Step right up! All sorts of rare goods in one place for your buying pleasure. What'll it be?
I know your face, don't I? No, there's no way. I must be imagining things. I appreciate that you keep up the sales pitch, even to an emblem. Alas, I have no money.
Hey, no problem. If you don't have hard currency, I'd accept working the price off. Have you given any thought to working in my shop? I'd make it worth your while.
What would I do? Sales? Security? If we were being robbed, I could only yell at the thief.
Au contraire. One mean look from you is worth a dozen hired brutes.
Do you think so? Still, the answer is no. It's you who makes this shop work and no one else. You look as if you have a lot on your mind, Veyle. Please let me know if I can be of help.
I don't know if I'm worthy of your kindness, Lyn. But thank you for the offer. You're amazing, Lyn. You're so forthright and sure of yourself. I want to be like that.
But you are, Veyle. You are living your truth despite everything stacked against you. Nothing can strengthen you more than finding someone to believe in, someone to trust.
I think I have. But Lyn, do you believe in me?
I do. I've survived many hard times because of people like you. People I could put my faith in.
Thank you, Lyn. I'll do my very best to live up to the faith and trust you put in me.
You have an air of freedom about you. I admit, I am jealous.
You're jealous because you overthink what it means to have freedom. Loosen up a bit.
You're so lively, always talking with others. I keep quiet out of fear of being misunderstood.
If you start sharing your thoughts with others, there'll be fewer misunderstandings. You don't need to stand at attention when we talk. Stop being so stiff and relax a little.
Relax? You mean like this?
Your expression is still a little stiff. You know, stiff just might be who you are. It's great.
My humor was unintentional. Yet, hearing you laugh does make me happy.
You possess admirable composure, Lyn. I can tell that you have lived an authentic life.
All I'm doing is following the sound of the wind in my heart. But thank you for the compliment. I have to admit now, I'm a little taken aback by how much spicy food you eat.
I am sorry to alarm you. I cannot taste my food unless it has some heat to it. Thank you for your aid in the last battle. Your ability to deal with foes at range is remarkable.
We each have our skills. I'm happy to lend you mine whenever I can.
Your skill is so impressive to behold, and it leaves me keenly aware of my flaws.
I have my share of those as well. We all do. That is why we lean on each other.
Your skill with the bow is impressive. I am grateful never to have been your enemy.
Thanks for that. You fought pretty incredibly as well.
I am curious as to the source of your strength. Where did you learn your art?
I think I just picked it up from living on the plains, dealing with all the animals and bandits.
Anyone can improve with practice, but I believe a greater strength exists within your bow. Your strong spirit infuses your arrows. You are as much a part of your weapon as it is of you.
That's getting a bit deep for me, but you have a point. I don't shoot well when I'm upset. Maybe I'm strongest when I have friends to rely on. That's why I'm glad you're around.
I get the feeling you and I are going to get along wonderfully, Lyn. My hunches are usually right.
I was thinking the same thing. I like that your friends are so important to you, Celestia.
Your archery is amazing, Lyn. Your arrows hit their target as if they're pulled in.
Thank you. I'll do my best in the coming battles to have our enemies yank in even more.
I'm glad I've gotten to fight with you. We may be different, but I consider you a dear friend.
Thank you. My friends are the reason I can be so strong regardless of the challenges we face. You feel that too, don't you? It shows how you care for the Divine Dragon and the Four Winds.
It's heartening to know we both feel that way. I hope you know I care for you just as much.
I like this way of fighting. It's far back enough that we can still run. We'll definitely get along.
I didn't pick the bow because I intend to run away. But I'm glad you think we'll get along.
Even though you were with me, I still got scared. I'm sorry. I'll always be a coward.
I have never considered you a coward. I have seen your bravery shine through in battle. Gregory, I'll tell you why I don't consider you a coward, and never will. You are cautious, but I see that you don't fear battle. You fear putting your friends in danger.
Thank you for watching me so closely. I don't know if I can repay you for that, but I'll do my best to prove you right. If you see me as courageous, I'll try to be just that.
There's a bug. But rest assured, I'll, handle it. Let me just take a deep breath first.
No need to put on a brave face. I'm fine, but I know some people aren't good around bugs.
I heard that you are a nomad of the plains. That must be why you're not scared of bugs.
Through daily exposure, you come to learn if they're dangerous. It's a matter of familiarity.
Lady Lyn, under no circumstances should a knight lose their composure. And yet
Is this still about your problem with insects? I don't think you need to dwell on that. Weaknesses don't matter. What matters is that you muster your strength and do your best.
It's a relief to hear you say that. If it's truly about trying to do one's best, I'm first rate.